So this is a follow-up to my first video, which was upgrading the spectrum analyzer, adding a tracking generator. As you can see, there's the spectrum analyzer over there with the RF section's been removed, and now that I have all the pieces, I've got it out here on the workbench and with all the leads, and looks like a mess, but we'll just walk through real quick with all the pieces that were added. So as you can look in here, of course, the first piece being this is the LO distribution amplifier that was added. The output attenuator for the tracking generator mounted here, and then of course the tracking generator itself, which mounts here. I've had to come up with a wiring harness for the external ALC out, which goes to a rear panel connection on the spectrum analyzer. I'm not really sure how that's wired up. It's a 3-pin connector, so I've just pipelated all 3 pins. It goes to a BNC, so I'll have to look into that a little more to see how to wire that up, but just to prevent having to take it out and rewire it again later, I've gone ahead and put that in. Initially I was planning on using some rigid coax to mount all this, but from my pile of rigid coax over here, it's quite a mess to work with, so I decided instead I would use this. This is some good quality RG316. I figured short runs, lengths of cable shouldn't affect it too much. Seeing as how I was out on the bench with long pieces of cable and working just fine. But we'll see. It should work good enough for what I need. But so the new RF out here off the attenuator, a new piece of coax there, and then of course this is the RF into the attenuator from the tracking generator. Also, one thing I learned too, that with the assembly the way it was initially, the coax coming in here to the low band mixer in here with the rigid coax is actually wasn't formed in the correct shape to fit this the attenuator. So of course, I guess it wasn't a factory pipelated option, so I had to I took that piece of rigid out and ran some new coax here, running behind to the low band mixer out here to the filter. So I had to do that, and of course I had to run some new coax here because this isn't part of the original equipped options. Other than that, not much else to do. I've labeled, got the cable labels to put the unit back in, and of course it'll go back in right here into the spectrum analyzer. Once I get it cleaned up, it's pretty dusty, so I'm gonna blow it out with some compressed air, get it cleaned up, and mount the RF assembly back in to the spectrum analyzer, and then we'll get it hooked up and we'll do a follow-up video of the unit up and running. So that is it for now. Thanks for watching.